So this is my first audio and video recording of a game of Subterfuge. How exciting, or maybe how boring. This is a game that's been going for 1 day and 4 hours. So I will use the power of the time machine to rewind it all the way back to the start. So in Subterfuge you have factories that produce little drillers represented by numbers. You have generators that produce power, which is required to run the drillers, which are machines. They're not people, they're just machines. And drillers can move from place to place by submarines. Because it's a real-time game and it takes a long time, you can see the tracks of these submarines. This one is going to take about... Ooh, that never actually happened. But it would have taken about 12 hours to reach its destination. The most important thing in this game is your queen, represented by the little queen thing here. She can hire you specialists that do special things, and if she's captured, you're out of the game. What's interesting about this particular game is that everybody starts with a lot of factories, and then around you there's neutral generators. There's only one neutral factory that I can see. It's a place called Cebu, and what's also particularly interesting about this game is that I've started right next to two opponents. There's a blue guy whose name sometimes you can see, oh there it is, A.D. Palmer, and a green guy called United Federation. Now I was reasonably friendly with United Federation, but A.D. Palmer has found himself in a bit of a bind because his factory is right next to two of mine, and I have kind of no choice but to attack it, because otherwise he could choose to attack either one of mine. I need to keep forces in both. So we didn't exactly get off to a good start. He made all sorts of empty threats, and I made some not so empty threats. And there go my submarines full of drillers, and I've successfully taken Box Lighter. And then, over the rest of the day, I start a secondary attack towards his next factory, because I know that he started with 4 of them like me and I've already taken 1. So far I have 5 and he has 3, which will be a winner. Unfortunately, there are other players in the game as well. We are surrounded by them. He's made some attempts through diplomacy to get the other ones to attack me, and he's succeeded because United Federation, despite being friendly, has in fact taken my little generator down at Walwind. Now, generators don't do anything apart from provide the power cap for your troops, so I'm not too worried at this stage. And my friend off to the right is somewhat frustrating the Greens' attempt to take this neutral factory at Cebu. And in the grand story of the game, it turns out that enough people have been upset by the behaviour of United Federation and A.D. Palmer to basically form a 6 versus 2 global alliance. So we seem to be quite confident in eventually defeating them, and then we will perhaps fight over the spoils. So here we are, 4 hours into the second day. I've so far taken 1 factory, lost 1 generator, and probably going to take another one, and we'll see what the very upset and cornered A.D. Palmer does next, and we'll see what the cunning and backstabbing United Federation can do, surrounded by a whole lot of people that dislike him. And I thoroughly recommend that if you've never heard of this game, go and download it. It's free to play.